Chelsea 4, Manchester United 3. I can't believe what I just watched. Chelsea 4, Manchester United 3. Listen, I'm still saying it. I need Pochettino sacked tonight. Because the reality is, Cole Palmer may have saved him his job today. Cole Palmer, at this moment in time, is Mr. Chelsea. I'm not going to call him Cole Palmer. He is Eden Palmer. Cole Palmer hat-trick today absolutely saves Mauricio Pochettino's job. How on earth have we come out with this from a victory? When I tell you, I was disheartened. When we got the penalty for 3-3, I'm telling you now, part of me was like, if we get a draw here, he is not going to get sacked. So are we just better off losing this game? How we have come back to win this game. This is the craziest thing. If you don't love football, right? Firstly, I don't know what you're doing here. And number two, how? This is what we pay money to see. I can't believe this is what we have witnessed today. Chelsea 4, Manchester United 3. The highlights in review form right here tonight. We are going to break it down. The good, the bad, the downright ugly. And honestly, there is so much ugly for me to talk about. There's so much bad. But I think it's only right we start with the good. Because in a season where we have nothing, and I mean it, we have nothing to be proud of. There is Cole Palmer. There is gusto. There is some elements for me to take away and say, you know what? Well done. We are here and we are going to enjoy tonight. We are going to enjoy tonight. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get on with it. I'm going to start with the good. Because the good is what we watch football for. The good is what we try to enjoy whenever we watch our team. Pochettino is sucking the life out of us. I'm not lying to you. Pochettino's team is not a football team. However, we are going to talk about Cole Palmer. The first goal. Cole Palmer is involved in, no, not the first goal. We're going to start with Cole Palmer's performance. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. Cole Palmer at this moment in time is Chelsea's Eden Hazard. Everything goes through Cole Palmer. The second goal is beautiful penalty converted from Cole Palmer, right? It's a well-taken penalty. It's relaxed. It's calm. Coolest man in the box. Makes us 2-0. And we are just so much better when it comes to Cole Palmer. The way he dribbles, the way he picks up the ball, the way he's athletic, the way he just imposes himself onto the game. He gave Dalot a mad time. How Dalot's not been sent off, I don't know. The second penalty, 98th minute. Big man just goes, hey, listen, I scored against Manchester City. Do you think I'm not going to score against these lot? Slots it beautifully. Well done to Noni Madueke, by the way. Got the ball, took on Dalot, didn't give up, wins us the penalty in the most beautiful form I have ever seen. Like, he literally beats him for dead to the point Dalot trips up and gets the penalty. There is so much time between the VAR check and Cole Palmer's penalty. Cole's cool, Cole's calm, Cole's composed, and Cole smashes it in. And what I love more than anything, the fourth goal for Cole Palmer today, brilliant thinking from Enzo Fernandez. He gives the ball lovely to Cole Palmer, and Cole Palmer absolutely belts it. McTominay tries to get his body in the way, it deflects in. And this is football. You go from nothing to euphoria. You go from we suck, we are horrible, to oh my God, this is unbelievable. This is why we watch the game. I want to give a shout out today for the half an hour spell we had where we looked absolutely amazing. You know, like, going forward. However, it's not sustainable. And this is where Conor Gallagher's goal came in the 4th minute. We got a really nice ball. Enzo picks it up. Travella out to Gusto. Gusto crosses it. It's chaos in the box. Drops to Conor Gallagher. Gallagher, Frank Lampard-esque finish. And you know what? We're 2-0 up and this should be a positive review. However, I'm going to have to crush it. I'm going to have to talk about the negatives because that's the only positives I can take from today. That the team showed some fight. You saw what it meant for them. You saw what it meant to them at the end. That's another thing. It's not in my notes, but I'm going to say the reaction when we scored. Pochettino's fighting for his job. A lot of those players are fighting for their careers. And I love it, man. I love that they're stepping up when it's needed. And good on Chelsea today. We got the 3 points. How? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Now I've got to talk about the negatives. And the negatives are going to make me sound really horrible. And they're going to make me sound really annoying. But this is the ugly truth. And we need to talk about the ugly truth. Because if we be honest and take a step back, it's a 4-3 victory. This wasn't a 4-3 victory for Chelsea. Manchester United have only themselves to blame. We're winning 2-0. Moises Caicedo decides to do something I can't excuse. I can't explain it. What are you doing, big man? On what planet is the pass to Badiashile the one that you're doing? That is concentration and frustration. You're going to say, how is that frustration? It's frustration because him and Enzo are left on islands, guys. The distance between Enzo and Caicedo when they receive the ball to other players is massive. We play far too open. And that goal happens, why? Because we're all over the place. We're in chaos. It is absolute chaos when we have the ball. We're winning 2-0. And what's going on? No composure, no calmness, no coolness. It's just pure pandemonium. And Caicedo gets the ball. Instead of going back to Petrovic, he goes back to Badiashile, doesn't even pass the ball to Badiashile. Garnacho goes and scores. Then, the second goal. Why does the second goal happen? Second goal happens because we have a corner. Every time we get a corner, I feel like we're going to concede. Why? Because when we concede, this team mentally crashes. And when we have a corner, what ends up happening? Teams break on us. We're not set. We're not organized. We're not compact. And all of a sudden, everything bad starts to stem from there. And how does that second goal come? We have a corner, they get the ball out wide, and they hit us on the break, and then the most criminal thing happens. They're not running and picking up men. They're just running to get numbers back. Chelsea players are running to the box to get numbers back. And what's annoying is, you got two players, Rasmus and Bruno, just running. Badiashile is looking like, is anyone going to help me? And he's in the position of trying to call someone to help him, to the point where he stops doing his job. Cross comes in, Bruno headers it in, and Chelsea are 2-2, and all of a sudden, the game flips. And after the team talk, and this is where I'm going to have to stick it on Poch, there was no adjustment. There was no adjustment after halftime. We came out, and it was machine for machine. Your turn, my turn. Steph Curry 3, Damian Lillard 3. Steph Curry 3, Damian Lillard 3. It literally turned into a basketball game where you take the shot, it rims out, I'll take the shot, it rims out, and it literally was that. It was absolutely horrible to watch. As an individual that loves football, right, and loves the tactical side of the game, I was looking at the TV and I'm like, these men don't have their coaching badges. Poch or Ten Hag, I need to see where you did your coaching badges, because this is criminal. Not one of you is shoring up the midfield. And say that again, what happens? Conor Gallagher's pass to Badiashile is a little bit heavy. Badiashile's touch is poor, and Anthony sets off. Anthony sets off outside of the boot, beautiful ball. Petrovic in no man's land, boom, we can see the goal. And then people are going to say, Alex, you're being too harsh. That is on Badiashile. It's on Badiashile, but it's also on Pochettino, because he had 20 minutes to resolve that issue. Why is the midfield so open? You had 15 minutes in the dressing room. You had 20 minutes in the game. Why is it so open? It is far too open, far too often. And we play basketball games. We don't play football games. And this is why we aren't going to be successful. We aren't going to be successful. Under this ownership, under this management, we are not going to be successful. If things continue this way, things have to change. Then we need to talk about the bad. People are going to say Enzo and Caicedo are horrible footballers. Enzo and Caicedo are stuck in a situation where they need to grow up quickly and be expected to do what world-class players are doing in a non-systemic environment. There is nothing for them that they can automate. Everything needs to be off the cuff. Enzo looks shattered. Caicedo looks shattered. Why? Because they have to cover so much ground and be on the ball and chase and hurry. We need to be more compact. You see Gallagher in the number 10. Lord Jesus, save me. Honestly, save me. If this is the epitome of Conor Gallagher in the number 10, I don't understand it. Because it is disgusting. That ball where he crossed it was free and he tried to switch play. It epitomizes him full on. Epitomizes it. Conor Chukwuemeka came on, looked like a completely different team. Absolutely different team. Noni Madueke came on. Absolutely different team. And you know what? I'll give praise for Poch there. He threw the kitchen sink at it. Absolutely through the kitchen sink. For me, we are so bad when it comes to being in possession of the ball and being creative because we don't have a number 10. Nico Jackson done nothing in the game. Mikhailo Mudryk, I can't defend that performance. The game's open. The fact that what really annoyed me about today's game is, and I know I've gone off structure completely, what's really annoyed me is The game is open. Anthony's bossing it. Garnacho's bossing it. Rasmus is invisible because he's a striker. He's a number 9, right? He doesn't drop deep. He does nothing. Rashford came on, had a good game. Kobe's having a good game. However, why are Chelsea players not having a good game? Like the ones that are usually is low blocks. That's why they're not good. Why is Mudryk not having a good game? Why is Nico not having a good game? It's because they're not playing well enough. And for me, Sterling and Noni have to start the next game. Sterling and Noni have to start the next game. I do not want to see Nicholas Jackson start the next game, and I don't want to see Mudryk. I think it's time to take them out. They've not been good today. You get dropped. And for me, Sterling has to start, and you need to give Noni a chance now. And you need to give Cole Palmer most probably a chance in the 9 or as a false 9 because we don't have any other striker to play. This is absolutely embarrassing. We play like this against any decent team, any good team, we are in big trouble. Big trouble. Absolutely big trouble. But it's a win. We need to learn how to defend corners. We need to defend how to attack corners. But this is for another day. Today, Chelsea have won. I know I'm meant to be positive, but I am broken. I've got nothing to be positive about when it comes to this football club at the moment. I genuinely want the season to end. Chelsea win 4-3. We've picked up 4 points from the last 6. Should have been 6 out of 6, but it's Chelsea in it. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. Peace out. I'm out. Bye.